right? This like welcome, the 2000s has arrived. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lauren and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first episode of #Halloween. I don't know what this was trying to be. Wasn't a hashtag though. I am so stoked to finally be starting Halloween videos and for today's costumes. And also make sure you're subscribed because next week's costumes are also hot fire. We're squeezing a lot of spooky shit into 2 weekends of DIY costume videos and I'm excited. Also, Halloween is a little different this year since we're kind of like in a global pandemic. So in an effort to encourage people to not be a gigantic asshole, I will be doing masks. So please wear a mask, be safe, and make good decisions this Halloween season. So without further ado, let's hop into the DIY costumes. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, the vlog channel for the behind the scenes, and also the Wild Till 9 podcast channel where we upload new episodes talking about kind of scandy stuff, to be honest. A little scandy over there on the podcast channel every Tuesday. All right, enough chatting. Let's hop right in. First up, we have our dear friend Tom Nook of Animal Crossing. At the peak of the pandemic, I was playing an absurd amount of Animal Crossing. And you know what? That raccoon, all he did was put me into so much damn debt all the time. So anyways, I thought that we would pay homage to him. So the first DIY portion of the Tom Nook costume is painting the Animal Crossing leaves onto his little tropical shirt that he wears when he welcomes you to the island. I just have such a hate-love relationship with him, you know? So I have this turquoise fabric paint that is pretty much the exact color of the leaves, and I'm going to take a stab at painting all the leaves on. I also have some brown buttons that are gonna run the length of the button-up portion of this top, and we'll just glue these right on top of the original, like, smaller white buttons. And then he's got his little Animal Crossing leaf badge that we'll also take a stab at. But first things first are the leaves. Also, I just wanna say that I know I promised an island tour at one point, but I genuinely just got so overwhelmed with how amazing. Also, oh my god, I can't like tell this story and focus on painting the leaf. Okay, here we go, and contact. I didn't do anything. Okay, here we go, and contact. So I know I promised you guys an island tour when I was playing Animal Crossing a lot, and like when I say a lot, it was like 4 to 8 hours a day. It was a lot. I was on Discord forums, like going to people's islands to get the right furniture that I needed to decorate my house to be cute. Like I was in, and it was a problem. Jeremy, I feel like, almost broke up with me, but we made it through. And I haven't picked up the Switch in a little bit. I just don't know if I have enough self-control to play things in moderation. So I don't know if going back to my island is an option for me because I don't know if I'm responsible enough for it. My house was so cute and very like boho. It was kind of like the Urban Outfitters selection of furniture. It was so cute and I was obsessed with terraforming and it was getting to be a little problematic. Anyways, I just want to apologize to everyone who did not get the island tour from me that they wanted. I genuinely just got overwhelmed with how incredible everyone else's islands were. I got intimidated and I ended up quitting. And I don't know what that says about me as a person. I'm sure it's not good. That's honestly how I ended up getting out of the game, is that I ended up just following all of these Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts that had these incredible islands. And I was like, I'll never be as good as they are. And then ended up quitting. So here we are, paying homage to that period of my life. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is taking forever because I'm a perfectionist and I also have the caffeine shakes because my lunch Postmates is on the way. It's looking really cute though, and because it's gonna be kind of cropped, I feel like that helps a lot. Am I gonna do the back? Maybe. But I just wanted to go over some of the other things that you're going to need for the Tom Nook costume. And I purchased everything off Amazon, so I'm gonna leave a link to like a shopping list or wish list that's gonna have all the pieces that I purchased on it. And you've got a few options depending on how you want a Tom Nook. So the next piece you're gonna need is some khakis or cargos. And to be honest, I really don't with cargos and khakis, but for Tom Nook, I will. And Tom is not wearing shoes because he's a raccoon, so Is he a raccoon? Oh my god, I just realized I don't know if he's a raccoon or not. What animal is Tom Nook? Oh, a tanuki, the raccoon dog. Okay, wow, glad we came to that conclusion. Moment of panic there. He's a tanuki, a raccoon dog, and has no shoes on because he is a raccoon dog. So you get to kind of be creative with what you want to do. Honestly, I probably will just wear some sneakers or whatever, but you can do whatever you want with that because Tom did not pave the way for us in terms of footwear. So be free, Halloween DIY babe. Wear whatever shoes you want. And then you've got a few options in terms of like what kind of headwear or mask options you have. So I actually found the cutest matching patterned mask from Animal Crossing with these same leaves on it for the mask. And then you can definitely do like some cute brown ears, either on a headband or a hair clip that just like kind of pin on. Or I found a super cute Tom Nook sleep mask that I think is just really cute to kind of just like wear at the top of my head instead of having to do like a headband or anything, because it's the perfect color and it's got his eyes on it as well. So I feel like it really helps like set the character. You guys know that I fail at Halloween makeup, just makeup in general every year. So I thought that the sleep mask could just do all of the character work for me. And then the last piece is a tail. To be honest, I just have a weird thing with tails because it reminds me of just like the whole furries thing. I don't know. So anyways, I bought a tail. Am I gonna put it on? I'm not sure. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. And we've got one more DIY that's really gonna seal the deal for our Tom Nook character. It's a bag of bells and I'm very excited. So I'm gonna continue painting. Hopefully my lunch shows up at some point because I'm starving, and I'll see you in a few. Is the highly coveted, sought after bag of bells, the currency of Animal Crossing. I've just got some yellow fleece here, a red ribbon, and some cotton batting. But when I tell you that I have cotton batting, we have cotton batting, baby. I'm actually gonna put an elastic around this first just to hold it in place. And then the ribbon will end up covering it anyways, but it's just good to have something that's a little tighter to go around it to hold it. Well, f me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Please don't break. Let's trim the top here because right now it's a little explosive. Okay, so red ribbon to really seal the deal that it's a bag of bells. And then using fleece or felt, both super easy to do a star on the front. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, so I ended up using a round piece of felt and then just cut out the little leaf logo from some sticky back foam. So there's actually a sticker, which is so bomb. And it's also great because you can trace on the back of it. So I sketched out the leaf first and then cut it out. So Tom has this little badge over here. I've got my brown buttons that are gonna go on top here. I'm gonna paint a few more green leaves on. I just wanted to get these elements on first before I committed to more painting because it's taking me forever. So might do that afterwards and put a movie on. Alright, so our welcome tropical Tom Nook shirt is done, minus a few leaves that I'm going to paint on afterwards. Our bag of bells, so cute, also finished. So let's Tom Nook, y'all. Know where this came from, but when I grew up, I always wanted to be an M&M, and I never ended up getting to fulfill that dream of being an M&M. Spoiler alert, we're not making an M&M costume. But as I grew older, the other costume that I've always wanted to be is a Bratz doll. I just feel like there's so many fun elements of the costume that you can get totally creative and crazy with, like blue eyeshadow and just hot pink and just like everything 2000s. Like I wanted to look like the 2000s threw up on me. and that's what we're gonna do. So we'll get to this in a sec, but I have a iron-on transfer graphic of the Bratz logo to go on just a white basic top, and I also have this neon pink skirt. I can't remember which Bratz doll it was, but there was a doll that had butterflies all over their skirt, and also just like really love that butterflies have had a massive comeback. I think these are used for scrapbooking, but they have a really cute little jewel on the middle portion of the butterfly, which is a great spot to use hot glue. So I'm gonna make a super tacky butterfly colored skirt. And honestly, is it tacky? No, not really. It's amazing, but that's the plan. I also have this amazing bejeweled belt. Again, I will leave the Amazon like wish list or shopping list of all the items that I purchased for this costume, because there are some great pieces and I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna use a tiny dot of hot glue on the back of each butterfly, and then with that little gem, it just really gives you something to hang on to because this fabric is so thin. And then you also get some little wing movements if a breeze goes by. All right, I am displaying serious levels of self-control right now. I want to cover the whole thing. I really do. I really, really do. But I think like a cute upwards pattern as if they're like fluttering across the skirt is kind of cute. Also, we just have like a lot of other things going on. There's a whole ass bejeweled belt. So it's like, this is probably good. This is a lot. So I am going to trim out all of the excess white along the edges of the graphic so we can transfer this onto the tank top. All right, so I ended up separating the halo and the Bratz actual word just so I can get rid of any excess of the white. Something to be careful of, if you have any kind of stretch to your top, you want to make sure that you're doing the transfer while it's kind of like stretched to the size that it's going to be on your body. So I have the top put around a frame to get some stretch going, and then just a towel on top, and that's my strategy. The DIY essence is strong with this one. And make sure to read all the instructions on your transfers for how long. This one is about 90 seconds and you reverse the image. So it's gonna go face down here. I've got my halo and I've got my Bratz. Ooh, satisfying. Oh, bitch, this is cute. Yo, catch me wearing this outside of Halloween 100%. Wow, cute. Okay, so we've got our top. I'm gonna let that fully cool while it's a little bit stretched out. We've got our obnoxious butterfly skirt. I haven't decided what I wanna do with hair and makeup. Potentially a wig, I don't know. I also feel like an option for the hair is just like the sleek ponytail that I feel like they all had as well. So I haven't fully committed to a hairstyle or a makeup yet, but here is what else you need to be a Bratz doll. Literally, this like, welcome, the 2000s has arrived. So obviously some matching pink platforms. I have some clip-on hoop earrings. Oh my god, how do these work? Are these clip-ons? Oh my god, this is definitely used to be a regular earring, but they put some kind of like thing on it so it's not. Okay, got it, got it, got it. This belt is everything and I am so excited. So here is a sneak peek. Oh, it's gonna be so good. This fur jacket, also everything. In an attempt, again, to be responsible with the whole mask situation, I found these really cool bejeweled masks to match the belt. Guess what? They're mesh. They are mesh. I'm so mad. Like, this is like the Bratz mask for sure. Like, it matches so perfectly. But I just thought that there would be a lining on the inside. I've just seen too many videos of Karens trying to go into a store or something wearing a mesh mask. This defeats the entire purpose of wearing a mask. I just want to be very, very, very clear. This is not a real mask. I repeat, this is not a real mask. I'm so mad. It came with a set of like 6 as well, and I'm so mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Like, why? Why? In what world? In what world? Anyways, that's the look. Let's transform. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the soul. Devil, it's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's a devil on your shoulder. Shoulder. Oh my god, okay, it's like a bomb went off over here. Next we have Jules from Euphoria, and I actually did a Maddie costume last year of that I Am Gia matching set that she wore when she was being a total badass at the carnival. Also, just like in general, I'll leave a link to all the years and years of Halloween costumes that I've done in the past. But also, I just want to commend Euphoria for still being so insanely relevant, even though there haven't been like any new episodes or anything. Anyways, I've never done anything Jules related, and I feel like she just has such cool style. So I have a bunch of pieces that I'm gonna put together, and I'm not recreating any one specific look. It's more just like recreating the overall Jules vibe. So I've got this really cute like mesh constellation star long sleeve. She wore a t-shirt that was really similar to this one. I want to actually layer this on top of the long sleeve. We've got a white tennis skirt courtesy of Amazon. These are hard to find now. And then our girl Jules loves a holographic and loves a mini backpack. So I grabbed some bejeweled letters just to put the name Jules on the backpack. I always feel like when you're doing a costume that's not crazy obvious who you are, it's kind of nice to have something that tells people what you are so you don't have to spend the entire night answering what you are. So I thought that could be a cute touch. And then for Jules' hair, she usually has like bleach blonde, almost white hair, and loves to do like the colored ends, probably with like a semi-permanent. So I don't have a perfectly matching wig, but I do have this one. And then I have this hair color comb that you just like run through the ends of hair to add color. So I thought that could be fun to add some blue or maybe pink to the ends of this wig, probably blue. I don't know. I don't have like the exact wig that I want, and that was a flop on my part. And then I also have a whole bunch of like face stickers and glitters, so we can get a little crazy with the makeup as well. So I'm gonna start off with the backpack because this is literally the easiest DIY ever. These also are like industrial strength stickers. It is wild. Change of plans. We are nixing the wig. I have hair extensions that are honestly due for a shampoo anyways, so we're gonna use my own hair. And by my own hair, I mean these extensions that are in desperate need of some TLC. Wow, I'm so curious to see how this works. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a chalk comb, and you're supposed to wet it and then comb it through. So let's see what happens. And cool. Nothing's happening. Is it even making contact? What's happening here? This is the total opposite of contact. Wow, okay, that took so much just to get a tiny bit on. What is going on? I almost want to just bust this thing out and just use my, yep, okay, here we go. Let me get a glove. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, I feel pretty good about where this is at. This looks like a hot mess express of chaos. But I'm gonna let these just like chill overnight, let this dry, and then brush them out for real. And then we can do a little Jules transformation. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Halloween. I feel like typically I start a week earlier, but if you guys are on the vlog channel, you know that I have been shooting a little something project secret thing. We're gonna make it happen though. 2 weekends of some DIYs of just Halloween DIY costumes. I'm super excited. Make sure to tag me in any of your recreations using the hashtag HowLaurWeen so I can see your DIY costumes. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys on the vlog channel, on the pod channel on Tuesdays, and again on Sunday for another Sunday. Okay, bye guys, love you.
My pretty little kingdom out here running the streets.